1967 actually, just before we split up. And this is an album that has a very strange story to it. I apologise to those who've seen this before and have heard this story, but if anyone hasn't, it has a very strange story because even though On the Album was the biggest hit around the world, #1 in almost every country in the world that we had, a song called Time of the Season. Even in spite of that, the album didn't really sell in any quantities anywhere. It made the top 100 in the States, but just about, you know, it really didn't do anything very much. And then, about 12 years later, when people like Paul Weller in the UK started talking about it, and talks about it to this present day actually. He's just done a version of Time of the Season himself, which he did on a live BBC radio session, which they're now going to put out on like a compilation album thing. So he still he buys the album. If he meets somebody who hasn't heard the album, he still buys them a copy, which is really fantastic. It's crazy really. But from that moment onwards, just succeeding waves and generations of young indie musicians and indie bands have spread the word to some extent about it, and I think, you know, for us it's introduced a whole new audience down the generations, and that's really fantastic. So, a very strange story. It sells more records now than it ever did when it came out in the first place. It made Rolling Stone's top 100 albums of all time a couple of years ago. So we always feel that we must do, and we enjoy doing, a little mini set of a set within a set of Odyssey and Oracle, and we're going to start off with a song that was written so long ago that I think, certainly I was still living with my parents, and I remember coming down one morning and the album was getting on, and we thought, God, we still haven't written enough material, and I thought, I've got to write a song. So I wrote in my diary before I went to bed that night, 9 AM breakfast, 9:30 write a song, and I did. And the song that I wrote was this one, which is A Rose for Emily.
The summer is here at last, the sky is overcast. No one brings a rose for Emily. She watches her flowers grow while lovers come and go to give each other roses from a tree, but not a rose for Emily.
Emily, can't you see there's nothing you can do? There's nothing everywhere but none for you.
Her roses are fading now. She keeps her pride somehow. It's all she has, protecting her from pain. And as the years go by, she will grow old and die. The roses in her garden fade away. Not one left for her grave. Not a rose for Emily.
Emily, can't you see there's nothing you can do? There's nothing everywhere but none for you.
Her roses are fading